Hello, this is Dr. Hank Liers, the President and Chief Formulator for Health Products Distributors for a long time. We started up in 1988 and we're still here and doing beautiful things. Um, so today I want to talk about it's a little bit about the first product I ever designed and how it evolved. And it was originally called PIC-C, and we now call the product Pro-C. PIC-C I developed in 1989. It was a combination of buffered vitamin C with a little bit of zinc, and the buffered C was a combination of magnesium ascorbate and calcium ascorbate. And so the product worked extremely well. The combination of vitamin C, which has to do with building connective tissue and strengthening the immune system, and as we know, even today, vitamin C helps even stem cell production in the body. And then we added the OPCs, are quite an unusual chemical structure compared to most things that you might get from plants. You might get bioflavonoids, and they're ring structures, maybe one or two or three rings in them, and they're antioxidants, things you might find in blueberries and even grapes and a lot of berries, strawberries and whatever, and they're very good antioxidants. But the unique thing about the OPCs is, and nature does this to some degree, but we can do it in the lab to even a greater degree. You actually start connecting these bioflavonoids together, and you can put two of them together, and it's called a dimer, and three is a trimer, and four is a tetramer, and even go on. And they have different properties. And one of the most beautiful properties, besides being extremely powerful as an antioxidant, maybe even 20 times more powerful than vitamin C as an antioxidant, they had this very unique feature of strengthening connective tissue in the body. And we've recently talked about collagen and connective tissue. Connective tissues tend to be ring structures of like three, if you look at it as three ropes wrapped around each other, but each rope is a collagen string of amino acids, and collagen can be strengthened by cross-linking those ropes or those pieces of it, and you can truly strengthen your collagen, and that's really important. And your blood vessels, which are made of collagen, are stronger. There's a lot of collagen in your skin and your body. Actually, human body is 70% collagen. And so it has an amazing effect on, let's suppose you bumping yourself and you get injured and whatever. If you've been taking this as a precursor, the bumps don't give you bruises. You don't bleed internally. You don't even get cuts as easily. That was one of the most beautiful things. And one of the other things that really got me excited a lot was women who got pregnant very frequently have skin stretching and all kinds of, they might need episiotomies in order for the baby to come out. But when someone would use this product, what I call PIC-C back in those days, they wouldn't even need an episiotomy. The skin was so flexible and strong. And it's one of the reasons I love the product so much. So it's got extremely powerful antioxidant, anti-inflammatory. It's got the vitamin C, which helps to build collagen and connective tissue in your body. And then it had this collagen cross-linking, which strengthens all the collagen in your body to the point where you are so well protected. And people very frequently would tell me, they were injured and they took this and the injury went away. The other thing, which we used to get a lot of testimonials and still do, if someone would get ill and they would take Pic-C, now Pro-C, usually in a day they were healed. So it truly was an amazing product. And so it's why we've had it for 30 some odd years, because it's so effective. And as time went on, I had this idea like, I think I would really, what I understand about green tea extract would be a beautiful complement here. And I had this in my mind for years that I wanted to put a good quality green tea extract. And green tea extracts, they have different catechins. So there's epicatechin and excatechin, and then there's epigallocatechin gallate, which has probably become the most famous one now. And it doesn't work the same way that the OPCs do, but as antioxidants, they're amazing. And then as time went on, we started to learn about this thing called NRF2 activators. And that's one important thing, that many of these plant antioxidants, including the OPCs from the grape extract and the epigallocatechin gallate from green tea, they're extremely powerful antioxidants and anti-inflammatories, but they also have the ability to stimulate internally, endogenously is the word. The body can make its own antioxidants from these. And more research that's gone on, epigallocatechin gallate seems to be one of the best ones possible, and as is the OPCs. So around 1996 or 97, I started studying all of this, and I decided, okay, it's time for me to upgrade this product, and I would put the green tea extract in it. But around the same time, I also learned about experiments that were being done with what's called the redox cycle in the body, where things like vitamin C could reduce oxidized vitamin E, and then glutathione could reduce oxidized vitamin C. And then further on, that things like lipoic acid could reduce glutathione. And so your body has this mechanism where you can put antioxidants in the body. They can function as antioxidants, but then you have other ingredients that actually can reduce them back to their original state. And so you get much more effective action when you do that. And so that redox cycle includes things like cysteine, and you can use cysteine either as N-acetyl cysteine or you can use L-cysteine, which we're doing soon. And they both are extremely powerful antioxidants in themselves. You can put glutathione, reduce glutathione in the product. You've got the vitamin C, you've got these bioflavonoids, and we put lipoic acid, and glutathione, when it's working, it loves to have selenium. So there was a whole another layer of the product that we developed as we were going through in 1996, 1997, and combining the buffered vitamin C with the calcium ascorbate and the magnesium ascorbate, the grape extract, the grapeseed extract, the green tea extract, and the zinc. We actually then put that antioxidant, that redox cycle, together with it. And a little bit more, when you have these kind of redox cycles and you're recycling glutathione and so on, coenzyme B2 and B6 becomes totally essential so that you can bring these oxidized things back to their reduced state and reuse them. And so we came out with a product, we called it Pro-C. Here's the bottle from 1998, Pro-C, and it has all these things that I was just talking about in it. And that product, as soon as it hit the market and people started using it, was just mind-blowing in terms of the protection that it gave to people. And it became even more popular than the original Pixie product that we had. So it gives a little bit of, the thought process of this product. But then over time, now more recently, I've added another feature that kind of combines a little bit of the what we do in our MyoMag, which is a magnesium product, that makes ATP in the body better than any other product on the market. It is such an energy producer. And when I first came out with it, my wife was not very well. She was tired and couldn't do anything, even metabolically, because she didn't have enough ATP. Within like one day of taking this product was like, wow, she's better. And that's the MyoMag product. But what makes the MyoMag product so great is that it's got not only magnesium, but it's got malate, in the form of magnesium malate or even malic acid. And there's, in the Krebs cycle, where you produce aerobically like 30 or 40 times the amount of energy that you produce with glycolysis, where you just kind of go through taking sugar and making pyruvic acid, you actually can produce tremendous amounts of energy. And so what's been happening lately in my thought process, when I have another product called Ultimate Protector that is similar in some ways. It's got vitamin C in it, and it's got all these plant extracts, which are antioxidants, and then it's got many of these plant extracts of what are NRF2 activators. And the interesting thing is what we found over time was an antioxidant that maybe you can measure in a external outside of the body in vitro, could be a tremendous antioxidant. Put it in the body and it works beautifully. And then when something acts as an antioxidant, it gives off an electron. It can become slightly positively charged. And that's the condition that you need for it to go into your cells and become NRF2 activators, releases NRF2 from your cell, goes into the nucleus of your cell, and it stimulates the production of endogenous, internally produced antioxidants like superoxide dismutase and catalase and many. I mean, there are hundreds of these NRF2 activators. And so you wind up getting a much broader effect as an antioxidant, as an anti-inflammatory, as connective tissue strengthener, energy producer. Wow, it all kind of gets matched in. So more recently, while I was producing Pro-C, the idea came to me is like, let me do this with Pro-C as well, and I'll use magnesium malate and calcium malate with ascorbic acid, and the malates and the minerals will buffer that in the body. So you'll have a buffered product, but now you have something in order to make energy in the body. you need the magnesium, you need um, the B2 and the B6 that are already been in Pro-C for years, and you need the malate. And so now you have Pro-C not only being antioxidant, anti-inflammatory in so many ways, recycling antioxidants in the body, now you have it supporting energy production as well. So it's kind of a beautiful, beautiful evolution of the product. So just recently we got the new batch of Pro-C. This is the bottle of Pro-C. This is 180 in a bottle. It's a big bottle. And it's now in my hands and I'm loving it. I'm enjoying it. And this is the product that actually will make more energy in your body, as well as do all of those other things that I talked about. You know, produce antioxidants from NRF2 activators, from using the antioxidants directly, using the vitamin C for anti-inflammatory, for connective tissue building, so on and so forth. So it's doing all of that, and I've been double checking just to make sure as I evolve the product that it has these great properties of still being buffered, so it's not overly acidic. One of the reasons I didn't want that product or any of my vitamin C products to be overly acidic was because very early on I dealt with women with interstitial cystitis, and interstitial cystitis is a problem that women have when they have lesions in their bladder, and any acid that goes into the bladder, they're in extreme pain. And so by using Pro-C in a protocol for women with interstitial cystitis, it really helped to heal them, because it wasn't putting vitamin C as an acid into the body. So all the products that I do with vitamin C, even though if there's some ascorbic acid in it, that ascorbic acid is mixed together with minerals in such a way when it goes into the body, it buffers it. So it's kind of a very unique feature. And one of my chemist friends said, that's probably the most sophisticated system of buffering that I've ever heard of. That should work beautifully for human beings. So I just wanted to summarize it's kind of a complex product. And I just wanted to remind people, it's got, per capsule is 500 milligrams of vitamin C. The vitamin C is now in an ascorbic acid form. It has about 20 or 25 milligrams of calcium from calcium malate, and about 20 or so milligrams from magnesium from magnesium malate. So we have actually a very significant amount of malic acid in there, and that's malic acid is the part that really helps the energy production in the body. So it's got enough to make energy production much more successful. It's got the zinc, and as you may know from some of our recent videos, that zinc and magnesium are so important for enzyme production in the body. And the whole metabolic machinery of the body, maybe it's a couple thousand enzymes, and between zinc and magnesium, then they might not be the only factors. B2 and B6 is very often involved in that. You're actually supporting the metabolic functioning from an enzymatic point of view of the entire body with this product, which is a little different view. And then we have this whole redox cycle thing where we put glutathione. We were using N-acetyl L-cysteine. There seems to be some problem with that with the drug companies these days, and we're going to move to L-cysteine, but L-cysteine may be even more effective. It's an amino acid that is so effective as a precursor for glutathione, but it's an antioxidant in its own right. And so it's extremely powerful. Then we have the alpha lipoic acid, and in research studies done probably in the late 1990s, they found that alpha lipoic acid can increase the amount of glutathione in the body by 30%, which is truly significant. Glutathione is probably considered by many to be probably one of the, if not the most, one of the important chemicals in the body. It doesn't only just act as an antioxidant, it actually is an antiviral. It controls the potential on the cell walls, and on and on and on. It's got so many uses, and that's so important in the functioning of glutathione. In fact, glutathione is responsible for like 60% of all the liver detoxification that goes on, and that's so crucial in the human body to get extremely effective detoxification. So we got the B2, the B6, the alpha lipoic acid, and the selenium. And the selenium, which is l-selenomethionine, is a form that really works together extremely well with glutathione to make the body really function from an antioxidant and detoxification point of view extremely effectively. So anyway, that's what's in the product. It's in a capsule, a double-odd capsule, and truly, to me, it's one of the most beautiful products I've ever put together and over the years to give to people that will help them be extremely healthy. Well, thank you for joining us. I enjoyed explaining this beautiful product to you today, Pro C. It comes in bottles of 90 and 180, and we now have them on our website, and it guaranteed to make you very happy if you use it. You can go to our website, www.integratedhealth.com, and read about it. We have blog articles that we've written. We have videos we've done over the years. We've done a lot of work to present this product, and read in depth about all the things that I just told you. But we have YouTube videos, so you can go and look at the videos that we've done that you might really enjoy watching, where I maybe talk for an hour about this product with my son Fred, and learn and learn and learn. But what I like is I keep learning, and as I keep learning about better ways to protect the human body, I'm able to incorporate that into this product. And that's one of the reasons why it's in our foundation with the Ultimate Protector and the Pro C. I frankly take both of them, and I think that it's done fantastic things for me over the years, why I can still function at a very high level after 35 years of doing this. So I bid you adieu, and thank you for listening.